which become, we have a national characteristic which is very strong. Because we put the accent upon the wrong syllable and we sing a tropical song. Upon the island from which we come, the point of interest beside the coconut and the sarong is that we put the accent upon the wrong syllable and we sing a tropical song. We could show the natural wonders of the scenery to you. We could show the native birds and perhaps give to a tree to you. And describe the climate and also tell the elevation to you. We could very hastily introduce the population to you. Upon the island from which become the point of interest beside the coconut and the sarong is that we put the accent upon the wrong syllable and we sing a tropical song.
We could show you the hotel and many of the fascinating places. We could take you to the bar where visitors may fall upon their faces.
If we only had a track, we could probably take you to the races. But we prefer to acquaint you with the following interesting fact. Upon the island from which we come, we have a national characteristic which is very strong. And if you should remain, you will discover one peculiar thing before very long. That you have put the accent upon the wrong syllable and you sing a tropical song.
Miss Sturt, please. Miss Marjorie Sturt.
All right, girls, a little closer together. You spread out too far.
Beg pardon, sir. Would one of the young ladies be Miss Sturt?
I don't know. They're the girls in the new floor show at the Royal Palm.
Thank you. Pardon me, are you Miss Marjorie Sturt?
Me, Marjorie Stewart? Only wish I was.
Sorry.
Anytime now, Miss Hennessy, anytime.
Can you imagine? Do I look like a millionaire?
It is a little abnormal, a fur coat in the tropics. Are you anemic?
What do you think?
Wow! Hold it!
Oh, don't worry, it'll stay up. You know, it's one thing to get your picture taken, but getting it printed, that's what counts.
Just one more, Miss Hennessy. Now, what's your most interesting angle?
Are you kidding?
Miss Sturt, please. Miss Marjorie Sturt.
I'm Miss Stewart.
Compliments at the hotel, miss. And Mr. Vespers says he's heralding the Princess Suite for you.
How lovely.
May I attend to your luggage, Miss Sturt?
Yes, thank you. Stateroom A27. Will you take these, please?
Thank you.
Good morning.
Lovely morning indeed, my dear.
Lovely morning. What you're really thinking is lovely legs.
All right, I'm thinking legs.
Fine thinking for a grandfather.
Some people read character from the palm with the lines of a face. I read it from legs. It's a science.
It's an alibi.
Look, see the line of her shin? Slightly convex? That shows courage, self-confidence. And that conformation of the knee and metatarsal indicates daring, imagination.
It's imagination, but not hers.
It's not my imagination that I've seen that girl before. I remember legs like other people remember faces. I can't help it. And I know I've seen those legs before somewhere.
Say, Pete, there's something for you to analyze. That little redhead.
Where?
She's standing by herself there, aft.
Oh, my bracelet!
I saw it go.
I can't imagine how it happened. I've been so careful with it. It was a birthday present from my daddy.
Something wrong?
My bracelet fell overboard.
How much was it worth?
Oh, I don't know. Perhaps 25,000.
Holy cats.
My daddy bought it. He's the most generous daddy a girl ever had.
Who is your daddy, miss?
My father, if that's what you mean.
Oh.
Are you sure it went overboard?
I saw it go, I tell you. J.M. Smith, Plattsburgh, Indiana. Retired. Mrs. Smith.
Just tired.
How'd you happen to be looking at her?
Legs.
Huh?
I tell you, she wasn't at the rail when I came up with it. Evidently, she didn't realize she'd lost it.
How could that be? Suppose it was unfastened. Look, it's on her wrist. She takes out a coin. She gives it a heave. You're right, it could happen. Hey!
I must say you're taking it like a thoroughbred.
Oh, not really. As soon as I tell Daddy what happened, he'll send me another bracelet.
Your address, Miss Stewart?
In New York, the Waldorf. In Texas, just Dallas. And now I suppose you'd like a picture?
I'll say so. Now, if you'll just cross your knees, please.
Oh, not really. Don't you think people are a little weary of looking at knees?
Well, I haven't heard any complaints. Oh, that's perfect. Hold it, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right.
Hey, General!
I beg your pardon?
For what? Look, General, you must know all the characters around this island.
Characters?
Yeah. Have you ever seen this jerk?
Jerk? What's that?
Why, it's a man, sort of.
Well, there's a certain character on the beach who...
What's he like?
Well, he's rather...
That's him, all right. And listen, General, the next time you run into this character, tell him I want to see him. I'll be waiting in the garden in the moonlight with a club in each hand. So long, General.
Probably a female jerk.
Ah, this is indeed a pleasure, Miss Stewart. My name is Vesper. I'm the manager. We are very happy to have you with us.
Thank you.
And this is Mr. Williams, my assistant. He will escort you to your suite. Please don't hesitate to tell us of any service we can offer.
You're very thoughtful.
Will you come with me, please?
Hey. Oh, hello, Joe. Got some good news for you. I'm going to pay that $75 I owe you.
Good.
Probably today or tomorrow.
The same old story, but it's no good anymore. I went to the court and the judge gave me a paper. I must be paid today, immediately.
It's a real thing. Says he either gets the $75 a day or else he takes a boat.
Right.
Joe, have you got $75?
Me? Certainly I have $75.
He's got $75. Can't be the money he wants.
Must be he wants the boat.
No, I don't want the boat.
He don't want the boat.
Well, then what are we arguing about? Let's forget the whole thing. Look, Joe, you keep your $75 and I'll keep the boat. Okay?
Okay.
Well. So long, Joe.
Just a moment, sir.
He's with me, Jojo.
Yes, sir. There's a young lady in the hotel who wants to meet you, sir.
Oh, tell her she's wasting her time. I'm particular about the girls I meet. What am I saying? Is she a tall brunette with big brown eyes and a gorgeous figure?
She's not a brunette, sir.
Oh, well, is she tall?
Just a medium, sir.
Has she got a gorgeous figure?
Just fair, sir.
Is it a girl?
Yes, sir.
I'll meet her. What's her name?
I'm afraid I don't know her name, sir, but she's that one.
I gotta get out of here. Pete! Pete! Pete, Bubbles is in town. And as long as she's here, you gotta keep me locked up. Just give me a little food and water and let me out for a few minutes night and morning. So long.
What do you think I ought to get for returning it? A couple $100?
You're lucky if you get $2. It's paste, imitation.
What?
It's worth about $25 at most.
Thanks.
Not all.
Mr. Peters, why say regarding that bracelet, I just checked with Miss Stewart and she said it wasn't insured. What's that? Well, she doesn't know exactly. Between $25,000 and $30,000. That's right, no insurance. Very good, sir. I'll be over in a moment.
Still now. Thank you.
How long will you be here, Miss Stewart?
Until I become bored, probably.
Have you any plans, Miss Stewart?
About becoming bored.
Oh, excuse my crashing in. You don't remember me, Miss Stewart?
I'm sorry. Should I?
I met you at that big clam bake your dad gave at the Waldorf Hotel.
On my birthday?
Yeah, they brought over the whole show from the rainbow roof.
Well, of course I remember you. You're Bubbles Hennessy. Oh, she's terribly clever. What on earth are you doing here?
Working. I came down the boat with you.
Well, why didn't you let me know?
Oh, I knew you would remember me. There were so many at your party. Every time I turned around, I tripped over a millionaire. Money was no objection that night. And believe it or not, the sandwiches they served us girls, instead of lettuce, it was $50 bills.
Oh, don't exaggerate, please.
Do you mind describing the bracelets you lost? Women are always so interested.
Of course not. It was 2 inches wide, had 150 diamonds, 2 carats apiece, and perhaps 120 smaller stones.
Hello, Hamilton. What's that?
A bracelet?
Not my bracelet.
It's yours, all right.
Why, that's wonderful. How did you get it?
I was in my motorboat and saw it go overboard.
Oh, and you just jumped in and rescued it? Why, that's marvelous.
Sensational.
What reward are you giving, Miss Stewart?
Why, whatever's proper.
5% of the value is customary.
You're a lucky guy. Over $1,000.
Over $1,000.
Mere pittance.
Well, in that case, I'll have to write to my father.
Your father?
You see, I don't know the exact value, and I don't want you to get cheated. I imagine that he remembers the amount and can send you a check. Isn't that the honest way to do it?
Sounds all right.
You're very kind. And where is your father now? In New York?
No, in Texas.
Oh, Texas.
On one of our cattle ranches.
And it would take 4 or 5 weeks before I could see that coming.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, it's all so silly, you worrying about the exact amount I should get. Suppose your old man can't remember what he paid for it. He'd start worrying, too. I'm worrying now. I need the cash. Why don't we do this the easy way?
I don't understand you.
We'll take the bracelet to the jeweler in the hotel and have him appraise it.
No! Don't let him do it.
Why not?
Yes, why not?
Some objections?
No.
That's what I thought. Shall we go?
Certainly. If you'll excuse me.
Charlie? Sure.
Charming place you have here, isn't it?
Quite. You don't want to go in there, do you?
Why not?
I've already been there.
Oh, you've already been in there.
Mm-hmm. With your bracelet.
My bracelet. And why didn't you say so back there?
Before I knew what you were up to?
Oh, a chiseler.
Look who's calling names.
How do I know I can trust you?
You have to.
Okay. I'm a phony.
I know that. But why?
Thanks. Well, you see, it's a long story. I came down here to find myself a rich husband.
Stuart, you disappoint me. I thought you were like me, that you didn't like to work.
Call it work, marrying a rich man?
Hardest work I know.
Well, maybe it is, but I can truly be happy. Well, at least true to some millionaire.
You know, I think we ought to talk this whole thing over. I'm not a Boy Scout, but I feel like doing a good deed. Come on.
I was born and brought up in Texas, all right, but the closest I ever got to high society was selling them cigarettes at a nightclub. So what are you going to do about it?
I don't know yet, but any cigarette gal that can chisel a front-page story like you did must have some ability. Hop in.
And that?
Yeah, I'm going to take you for a boat ride. You can enjoy the fresh air while you give me the horrible details.
Is it safe?
Safe? It's the Queen Mary.
Maybe he wasn't such a good trumpet player, but he was awful cute. We were going to get married.
What happened?
Well, glamour girl number 2 dropped into the club one night, took one look at my little horn blower and screamed, "Oh, I've got to have that." She got him. Now he has a racing stable, 3 country homes, and a yacht.
You're out to grab yourself a better racing stable, more country homes, and a bigger yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Who's financing this expedition?
Just me. The savings account I started in grammar school.
You can stop bailing now.
Oh, thanks.
Don't mention it. Is that the kind of a yacht you had in mind?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get it for you. It's your bad luck you'll have to take the owner along with it. Texas, take a gander at your future husband.
What's his name?
Alfred Monroe. He counts his millions by tens. Oh, we got to hook Alfie.
We?
Sure, I'm going to help you.
Why should you?
Well, I figure you're the kind of girl that causes a man plenty of trouble. That's why I'd love to marry you off to Alfie.
Look, I don't want to get mixed up in any private fights.
Oh, it's all right. I know him like a book. We were brought up together. While I was spending my money, he was doubling his. A very hateful character.
Why hasn't he been hooked before? Hasn't anyone tried?
Sure. Plenty of women who sprained their bustles throwing themselves at his head, and they all failed for just one reason. They didn't have me to coach them.
Oh, it certainly is a beautiful boat. I'd like to go for a cruise on it.
It's with your charm and my conniving, there's nothing to worry about. The worst that could happen is you'd actually marry the guy.
And don't think I wouldn't if you can fix it.
That's me, the tropical Beatrice Fairfax.
That shows you should never give up. 10 minutes ago, my chin was dragging. Now I'm practically the owner of that yacht. I don't care what time it is, or what the climate is, or if my shoes are shined, or if the rent's behind. What's happening to my poor old heart and mind? Can this be me feeling so happy-go-lucky, looking in your happy-go-lucky eyes? Can this be me feeling so happy-go-lucky?
Happy-go-lucky me.
What's always acted so smart and wise? Can this be me singing, oh,
ho, ho, ho.
Everything's ducky. Following you on your happy-go-lucky way.
Could be, could be.
Well, if it's me feeling so happy-go-lucky, pardon me while I skip a beat to say, heaven bless this happy-go-lucky day.
Can this be you feeling so happy-go-lucky?
I'm looking in your happy-go-lucky eyes.
Can this be me feeling so happy-go-lucky? Me what's always acted so smart and wise.
Can this be me feeling so happy-go-lucky? Following you on your happy-go-lucky way.
Could it be,
Oh,
well, if it's me
feeling so happy-go-lucky.
happy-go-lucky.
Pardon me while I skip a beat to say,
By the way, heaven bless this happy-go-lucky day.
Hey, Mr. Pete!
Texas, how you fix for money?
I have just enough to pay my hotel bill while I'm here.
Swell.
Congratulations. I hear you got a big reward. So now you can pay me the money you owe me.
Why, certainly, Joe. I'd be only too happy to. Texas. May I have $75 on account?
On account?
On account of I owe it to this worthy citizen.
Oh, no, but $75.
Joe, this is Miss Stewart, the young lady who lost the diamond bracelet.
You're a lucky Miss Stewart.
Yes, very lucky.
Pardon me.
Here you are, Joe. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75.
Much obliged. How about a new paint job for the boat?
One thing at a time, old boy.
I'm afraid the hotel is going to be a wee bit annoyed, but I can pay only part of my bill.
What are you worrying about? By the end of the week, you'll be able to buy the joint.
Fix the roof, will you, Pete? It's leaking again.
Come on, get him so I can lay you low again. Come on. Did I break your back?
My heart.
Now, Wally, stop that. It won't do you a bit of good. I got a judgment against you for $1,500, and I'm gonna collect.
Every night I dream of your golden hair, your starry eyes, that come and get me expression around your lips.
Now, Wally, you mustn't talk like that. You know what a softy I am.
But you do such terrible things to me.
Wally, don't cry. Please don't cry. I can't stand to see a man cry. Where's your handkerchief?
It's hanging out on the line. What did you have to sue me for?
What else could I do? I told my family, my friends, everybody that we were gonna elope. You didn't even show up.
You mean you still don't know? I caught the measles.
Measles?
The worst kind. German measles.
Nobody told me.
The doctor thought I had smallpox, so they isolated me in the pest house.
Oh, that's terrible.
Hello, Pandro.
Tessa sent me for rent money. Tessa say you pay, you get out tonight. Tessa say you lazy loafer. She right. How you do?
Oh, well, that's life. You happy and successful, me about to lose my home. It's only $1 a week, but...
Only $1 a week? Well, how far behind are you?
2 years.
2 years? 2 years? That's $100.
Am I asking you to pay for it? Do you think I'm happy to have the girl of my dreams seeming like this? Ragged, hungry, homeless.
Hungry? Wally, are you hungry?
Do you think my pride would let me accept your money?
Oh, Wally, you've got to. What's another 100 on top of the 15 you already owe? I couldn't let a dog starve to death. Here, take it.
Oh, I'm just putty in your hands. I'll prove it to you. Press these pants and let you take me to dinner tonight.
Oh, why, you... She, the queen bee of the natives?
Oh, no, that's Tessie, my landlady. She's a voodoo priestess.
If you want to be happy and live a king's life, never make a pretty woman your wife. If you want to be happy and live a king's life, never make a pretty woman your wife. All you have to do is just what I say, and then you will be happy, merry, and gay. Therefore, from a logical point of view, always marry a woman uglier than you. An ugly woman gives you your meals on time and tries to make you comfortable in mind. At nights when you lie up on your cozy bed, she will coax, caress you and scratch your head. And like a mother, she will give you the greatest of care while whispering sweet compliments in your ear. Therefore, from a logical point of view, it is best to marry a woman uglier than you.
Which one of them's her husband?
None of them. She's a female sheik. She gets all the best-looking native men on the island, and they're crazy about her. How she does it is a mystery. She must have a secret weapon.
Mr. Cave! Satilaf, Satilaf.
Hello! Come on, Bubbles. Come on, don't be afraid. Here's your rent.
What nice surprise!
Say, listen, Cleopatra, what is it with you and those good-looking pigeons? How do you get them?
That is my secret.
Gee, sure is nice to see you laugh. So much of you has a good time.
But you, Mr. Wally, you good boy. Oh. Maybe someday if you need help, yes, maybe I tell you my secret.
Thanks.
Me, good girl. Me need help someday. You tell me, yes?
Oh, come on.
Hello, Alfie. Oh, Pete. When did you get in? This afternoon. Isn't that the same shirt you were wearing last year? Yeah, yeah. It's attached to the pants, and I can't get rid of it. When are you going to wake up and become a useful member of society? Now, Alfie, stop preaching to me. You always become so emotional. Sit down, buy me a drink. Now, Pete, by no stretch of the imagination could I ever be considered emotional. There are definite obligations of wealth that you wouldn't understand.
Now, hold it, Alfie. Are you looking for someone, Miss Stewart?
Why, yes, you. I've been searching everywhere.
For me, Miss Stewart?
When I think of what you did for me this morning, the way you just jumped in and rescued my lovely bracelet from a watery grave, Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt something?
Oh, no, not at all. Alfie and I were just talking. Oh, I beg your pardon. May I present Mr. Monroe, Miss Marjorie Stewart. How do you do?
How do you do? I'll only keep you a moment. I just feel so terribly grateful I must do something about it.
But you already have.
Oh, money, that's nothing. I mean, well, couldn't you have dinner with me this evening?
Me have dinner with you?
Yes, and bring a few of your friends if you like. I don't know anyone down here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr.
Monroe.
Yes. Don't disappoint me, please.
I won't. What a girl. With all her millions, she's just as sweet and lovely and regular. Nothing swanky or snooty about her. What I mean, Alfie, that is real democracy. Her inviting me to dinner. What a girl. I don't like her. You don't like her? She's careless, rude, spoiled, everything I dislike in a girl. Oh, I get it. She didn't fall for old moneybags. Don't be ridiculous. She couldn't possibly have known who I am. She probably knows, but just isn't interested. What a girl. See you later, Alfie.
How was it?
Perfect. He went for your hook, line, and sinker.
Really?
Yeah. Now, you know what we're going to do, so when I leave you alone with him, no matter what he says, agree with him. Do anything he suggests.
Now, wait a minute.
Don't worry, he's not that suggestive. Here we go, and don't forget to invite him to dinner.
Let's see now. A small amount of gin, a little bit of apricot brandy, a dash of rum, a couple slices of lemon, a bit of pineapple. This comes to me very highly recommended. And a dash of Angostura bitters.
Is that all, sir?
Yes.
Shall I shake it, sir?
Oh, no. That would spoil it. Just stir lightly until chilled. I'm told that the stirring lightly produces a chemical reaction among the molecules, which in turn produces a superb new flavor.
Yes, sir.
Bring me a dry martini, please.
Yes, sir.
Cigarette, Miss Stewart?
No, thank you, not now. You still haven't told me who your friend was.
He's a mental midget known as Alfie.
You mean that man with the gorgeous curly hair?
His hair curled and horrid what goes on under it. Believe me, he's the type that holds a flashlight while his mother puts on the spare tire, if she has one.
I can't believe it, that clean-cut, good-looking young man.
He's an old Easter egg, outside all pretty, inside hard-boiled. You see, he thinks every girl he sees only wants his money, and how right he is.
Oh, Pete, you're just being unkind to the poor fellow. You don't know how ghastly it is to have too much money. It makes you such a target. It does something to you inside. Believe me, I can certainly sympathize with Mr.
Monroe.
Why, Alfie, eavesdripping?
Certainly not. I assure you, Miss Stewart, I'm very much embarrassed.
You couldn't be more embarrassed than I am.
I'm sorry.
Shall we go?
Please don't. I shall go.
Oh, I wouldn't think of it.
Well, maybe I'm the one who should leave.
I consider that a sterling suggestion.
See what I mean? You gotta watch him every minute. He throws so many low punches.
Miss Stewart, I want to thank you for defending me.
Oh, I wasn't defending you personally. Just everyone who is unfortunate enough to be rich.
Oh,
Well, not that you have so much money.
but I have.
Oh, well, that's a matter of comparison. What I mean is, you have enough not to marry a girl for her money.
No, I could never be called a fortune hunter.
That's why it's so refreshing to talk to you. I can relax and be myself.
Thank you. Would you like my martini?
I'd love it.
Another martini, please. Yes.
I believe you're very lonely.
Yes, I am, but how do you know?
I think I know still more about you. You're full of inhibitions, rather shy. You aren't quite happy in spite of all your money.
I should really be afraid of you. I feel you can read me like an open book. What else do you know about me?
Well, girls don't play a big part in your life. You're a man with principles. You don't care for anything frivolous. You're no gambler.
Oh, you're wrong there. I do gamble. I'm learning to play gin rummy. Am I disappointing you?
Oh, not at all. I'm crazy about it, too.
I play very badly, but I'll master it yet.
I knew you were like that. Nothing but perfection.
Yes, I am. Would you like to play a game now?
I'd love it.
What should we play for? Say, $1 a point?
$1 a point?
I realize it's hardly worthwhile, but I always lose, and I try to keep it down to a minimum.
You always lose?
Invariably.
Well, I only played because Mr. Hamilton told me to be agreeable, and Alfred practically promised to lose. So he took me to the cleaners.
Oh, that's murder.
And besides that, I have to pay for his dinner tonight.
You invited him?
Didn't you tell me to? I always follow your advice, and it always costs me money.
Don't let's talk about money. It's vulgar.
Well, how much of your bankroll have you got left?
$24.14.
Well, I guess we ought to start figuring out what we ain't gonna eat.
What do you mean, ain't?
Well, we ain't gonna eat green turtle soup at $1 per bowl. We ain't gonna eat steak at $3 per copy. And after not eating them, we ain't gonna gorge ourselves on crepe Suzettes at $2 per crepe.
He's right. What's the cheapest thing on the menu?
Soft-boiled eggs. 60 cents.
60 cents? At those prices, I'll start laying them.
Quiet, here he comes.
Well, is everyone as hungry as I am?
Why, Wally was just telling me he hasn't hardly any appetite at all tonight. Didn't you?
Yeah, I eat my big meal in the middle of the day.
What a peculiar habit.
I have to do a number in a few minutes, and I don't like to dance on a full stomach.
Oh, no, she's liable to slip off.
Beg pardon?
Full stomach, dance, slip off. A joke.
What are you having, Miss Stewart?
Well, I've been on a vitamin diet. Just eggs and milk and bread and butter.
How would you like the eggs, miss?
Soft-boiled.
Say, that sounds good. Soft-boiled eggs. How about you?
Oh, I don't think I'd like any soft-boiled eggs.
Yes.
I feel very embarrassed. I should be entertaining Miss Stewart. Do you think she'd be offended if I made this my party?
Oh, no. I think she'd appreciate it.
Thanks. Don't say anything about it yet. I'm sorry.
Are you having eggs too, Mr. Hamilton?
No, not tonight. I think I'd enjoy green turtle soup, New York cut medium rare, mixed green salad, and, I'll top it off with crepe Suzettes.
Ouch, oh. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. Did I hurt you? My knee.
He's going to take the check. He told me. But don't give in too easily.
No. I'm sorry.
You know, Pete's order sounded rather good. I think I'll just skip my diet and order the same.
Splendid. So will I.
Me too.
Yes, miss. Soft-boiled eggs for you, sir.
We'll order the wine later.
Yes.
What's the proper wine to drink with soft-boiled eggs?
Every time I come down here, Pete has a new racket. 2 years ago, he was forming a company to pasteurize coconut milk. No good, of course. And last year, he was selling jars of seawater containing invisible tropical fish.
You bought some, didn't you?
Yes. I don't know why you can't see invisible fish.
What is it this year, Pete? It's something strictly legitimate for a change. I'm trying to raise $2,000 for dredging machinery to develop a big oyster bed I discovered.
Probably invisible oysters.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure to introduce a little lady direct from New York. That bundle of TNT, Miss Bubbles Hennessy.
Well, here I go. Wish me luck.
Finally found a fella, almost completely divine, but his vocabulary is killing this romance of mine. We get into an intimate situation, and then begins this Romeo's conversation. He says murder, he says, every time we kiss, he says murder, he says, at a time like this, he says murder, he says, is that the language of love? He says solid, he says, takes me in his arms, he says solid, he says, meaning all my charms, he says solid, he says, is that the language of love? He says, chick, chick, you torture me, zoot, are we living? I'm thinking of leaving him flat. He says, dig, dig, the jumps the old ticker is given. Now he can talk plainer than that. He says murder, he says, every time we kiss, he says murder, he says, keep it up like this and that murder, he says, in that impossible tone, will bring on nobody's murder but his own. He says Jackson, he says, and my name's Marie, he says Jackson, he says, shoot the snoop to me, he says Jackson, he says, is that the language of love? He says wah wah, he says, when he likes my hat, he says, what the heck is that? He says woo woo, he says, is that the language of love? He says hep hep with helium, now babe we're cooking, and other expressions to wit. He says we're into groove, and Dick Groove is good looking. He sounds like his uppers don't fit. He says murder! He says murder! And the way he says murder, in that impossible tone, I've told him over and over and over again that it'll be nobody else's murder but his own.
Oh, 10:44.
What's the matter? Did you forget something?
Waiter, please. I forgot to go home, go to bed.
Bed at 10:44?
Oh, yes. Every hour of sleep before midnight is worth 2 after it.
Oh, no, Alfred, this is my party.
This is my pleasure.
But, Alfred, please.
Well, I talked to Pete about it. He said you wouldn't mind.
Oh, Pete, this is getting embarrassing.
Yes, it is. Forgive me. It'll be my pleasure next time.
Oh, no. I mean, I don't want to be stubborn about it.
Not at all. You're perfectly right. Thank you all for a most enjoyable evening. Good night.
Well, how about it, Pete? What have we got so far?
1, be a pal to him. Learn his favorite sport.
Yeah, like gin rummy.
Okay, we'll forget that. We got other good ideas.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. Why not push him off his yacht, then dive in and save his life? He'll have to marry you then.
Bubbles, why don't you go to sleep and leave this to Texas and me?
Say, Pete, when you meet a girl, what is the thing about her that makes you want to see her again?
Well, it's hard to say. Might be a conversation.
Conversation? Believe me, some of the best times I've ever had, hardly a word was spoken.
Or maybe she couldn't speak English.
Oh, be serious, can't you? This is important. Alfred is a very cultured character. Maybe I should do something to appeal to his artistic sense.
Yeah, wear a sweater. Better wear one all the time.
Don't depend on it, baby. I wore one for 3 months last summer, and all it got me was a cross-eyed drummer.
You only get out of a sweater what you put into it.
Come on, cut it out. We can't stay here all night. 2. Take him on a picnic. You know, back to nature, wildflowers, bees, ants.
Yeah, and if that don't loosen him up, pour a few drinks into him.
Oh, I don't think so much of that. You could see tonight 2 drinks and he was through. I'd be ashamed to take advantage of him. What's next on the list?
3, cook him a big home-cooked meal.
4, invite me.
Oh, but I can't cook.
Then don't invite me.
I'll get you a cookbook. Fill him up with his favorite food and get him talking about his work.
I almost hooked a guy once using that system. The sweetest fella. But I just couldn't get enthusiastic in his work. If he'd been anything but an embalmer.
Let's Get Lost, played by the Lesser McHugh Orchestra.
Let's tell the world we're in that crazy mood. Let's get lost in a romantic mist. Let's get crossed off everybody's list. To celebrate this night we found each other. Let's get lost. Let's get lost, lost in each other's arms. Let's get lost, let them send out alarms. And though they'll think us rather rude, let's tell the world we're in that crazy mood. Let's defrost in a romantic mist. Let's get crossed off everybody's list. To celebrate this night we found each other. Let's get lost.
He loves me.
Who?
Oh, what does it matter? Here we are on this beautiful island, so close to nature. One can't help thinking of love. You know, Alfie, we don't live right in our stone palaces with the deafening roar of the city pounding on our nerves night and day. Think what we miss. All the beauties of nature. Trees and the wildflowers and busy little insects. Ah, inscrutable nature. With everything moving in a predetermined course. The perfume in the air, so quiet and still. With everything so peaceful. Ouch!
What's the matter?
There's something down my back, something crawling.
Don't get excited.
I can see what it is.
Just a moment.
Ouch! It bit me!
Nonsense, you jump. My glasses.
Well, what are they doing down my back?
Can't see anything, can't even see my glasses.
Why do you wear the silly old things anyway?
Look out for my glasses.
Come on, this is all that had to happen. Let's get out of here.
You should have brought raincoats and umbrellas.
It's a fine time to think about it.
You think about them?
Oh, don't pass the buck to me.
I didn't ask for this outing. I detest picnics.
Why don't you speak up like a man and say so instead of letting me come out here and get all wet and shoot up my caterpillars?
Rain, you're not kidding.
There's another silly female who doesn't know enough to come in when it rains.
It's Miss Stewart.
You recognize the legs, I suppose.
Exactly. But I still can't remember where I saw them the first time.
Hello, room service. This is Miss Stewart's apartment. Send her some quinine and a hot scotch toddy right away. Yeah, you better make that 2 hot toddies. I hate to see a woman drink alone.
Now I'll probably catch pneumonia. My feet are just as cold as ice.
Stop dramatizing yourself. You just got a little cold.
Well, it'll get worse. Ever since I met you, everything gets worse.
Come on, get your feet off the floor.
Look at my hotel bill. It's getting bigger every minute, even without any hot toddies. Look at my money. It's practically gone. Even the week is half gone. And
Hey, the finger.
Huh?
The finger. It stops it.
Oh. Don't you ever have any ideas that work?
Maybe if I had something to work with.
Oh, so you don't think I'm attractive enough?
Now, don't get feminine on me. This is business.
Yes, I know. Well, you'll be happy to learn that I made a very good impression on Alfie.
Fine. I expected him to go for you.
What's more important, I like him.
Are you kidding?
Certainly not. Oh, he's a lovely fella. He's so generous and attentive and kind. Alfie isn't a bit hard to fall in love with.
Well, good. That keeps the whole thing from being so cold-blooded.
Thanks. Stop rubbing all the skin off my ankles.
You better take a nap. You're getting jittery.
Hi, Marge. How you doing?
Search me. I don't understand it. The roast seems to be shrinking.
Smells all right to me.
I said shrinking.
Oh.
The book says to cook it slow.
Well, maybe if you cooked it fast, it wouldn't have time to shrink.
That sounds reasonable. I didn't know you could cook.
You can, but I'll be glad to help.
550. That ought to do it. Well, now I have to make some rice pudding. That's Alfie's favorite dessert.
What does the book say about that?
Put 1 cup of rice in cold water and bring to a boil.
Does it say what to put the water in?
No, but this is the only clean pan I have left. Looks awful skimpy, doesn't it?
Must be a misprint in the book. Gee, it hardly covers the bottom. Maybe it means 1 cup for each person.
Yeah, let's put it all in. Alfie might want 2 or 3 helpings. Well, that's all we can do now. I better get dressed. Come on.
Mr. Monroe, it's so nice to see you.
Hello, Williams. How's business?
Splendid, thank you, sir.
Fine, fine.
Hello, Alfie.
Hello.
Hello. The roast beef.
The rice pudding!
Oh. Look at it.
Oh, don't worry, honey. Some people like it well done.
There's not enough left. Let's make some potatoes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We've got enough rice anyway.
Should we peel them first?
No, just throw them in the oven.
Oh. Oh, that's Alfie. He would come now. Here, you take it.
Okay, you run along. I'll take care of everything.
What's burning here?
Well, I was surprised. I cooked dinner for you.
Yes, I can smell it.
It's roast beef, well done.
Very well done.
Yes. Do you like it that way?
Oh, I couldn't eat roast beef today. I always eat fish on Friday. It's part of my regular diet. There's some wonderful pompano here in the hotel. Shall we dine on the patio, shall we?
Oh, yes, that's a good idea. Oh, excuse me, I'll be right back. Oh, you can stop all that, Bubbles. We're dining with Alfie in the patio.
I'd like to see somebody stop this rice pudding.
Turn off the burner. Hurry up.
Well, I never thought of that.
Good evening, Miss Monroe. This way, please.
Everyone seems to be looking at us and talking about us. I wonder what's behind it.
Marge! Don't move. Excuse me, please.
I have to go back to my room for just a moment. Excuse me.
Certainly.
Be seeing you.
Bubbles! Just a moment. It's none of my business, but you girls will have to change places.
Oh, no.
There, that's better. My word. Shall we go?
having a perfectly speechy evening.
If you're planning to have a nightcap, may I suggest spirits of ammonia? Good night.
Hi. Gee, you look funny. Say, let's have a good time, huh?
Well, we're cooked again. So you didn't want to take advantage of him. What made you think you could outdrink Alfie?
I did. You should see him.
Only 2 days left, practically our last chance for a proposal.
There's no sourpuss, being no sourpuss.
Who's going to pay your hotel bill day after tomorrow?
Ain't he cute when he gets mad? Cute little old Peetsy Weetsy. You think a bug's ear's cute? Can't hold a candle to little old Peetsy Weetsy. Don't you think I'm kind of cute, too? Hmm?
Yes, and you'll look cute in jail.
I gotta get her under the shower.
Why haven't you got a lot of money? Why don't you get up at 4 o'clock every morning? Look at Carnegie and look at Edison. They got up at 4 o'clock every morning, but not you. You don't want to work for anybody. There's no ambition. Hey, what are you doing?
Just taking off your dress. Come on.
No. I'm not gonna go anywhere with that little old Peetsy Weetsy.
All right, let's go.
Ah, sweetie. And it's me, feeling so happy-go-lucky. I'm looking at your happy-go-lucky eyes. So happy-go-lucky, me that's got those happy-go-lucky eyes. Here it is again, more water. Every time I go out without you, I get soaking wet.
Mr. Wally, please! Oh, Mr. Wally, he's after me! Help, Mr. Wally, please! Don't let him catch me, Mr. Wally! He's after me!
What's the matter?
My husband, he came home.
Is that bad?
He tried to kill me. I run. I need charm.
You need more than that, Chloe.
No, this charm voodoo. Oh, if I could only get some of this on.
What is it?
Love potion.
Love potion?
Tessie!
Maybe you can squirt some of that potion on him with this.
Come out, or I'll come in and tear you all to pieces. Tessie! I break the door down when I count 3.
Make it 4.
1, 2, 3. Open the door. 4.
So... Tessie, darling, my beautiful wife.
You naughty boy. Now go home and wait for me.
Yes, darling, but hurry.
Yes, dear. Oh, thank you, Mr. Case. Someday I do favor for you, I hope. Goodbye.
Oh, that's all right. Bye. Hello, Bubbles.
What goes on here?
Gee, the darndest thing you ever saw. Listen.
What was that black-faced Cleopatra doing in here?
That's what I want to tell you.
That's what I want to hear.
Look.
Are you hissing me?
Don't you smell anything?
What's wrong? Ah, spring is here. What can I do for you, you beautiful hunk of temptation? Don't leave me, gorgeous. Don't leave me.
Take it easy. Don't you ever get tired?
Darling.
Now, quiet. You understand? Quiet.
Kiss me.
I can't tell whether I gave you too much potion or whether you just naturally slip out of control. Don't go away.
No, darling.
Excuse me.
Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed your stay here.
Thank you. We had a very nice time.
And here are your tickets for the plane. But I'm not going to let you have them, because I want you to stay here, honey.
Why?
Believe me, it's the last time I ever go any place with you. Alone at last, you and I on a tropical isle. My caveman, my hero.
There's no sense in trying to fool ourselves, Pete. I'm no closer to being Mrs. Alfred Monroe than I was a week ago. Tomorrow he's busy all day running the charity festival, and the next day he sails for New York.
Yeah, I always thought I was smart, but I can't figure what's going wrong.
I think I know. It's just a woman's angle, but maybe I've been too easy to get. You know, Alfred hasn't had any competition.
Competition?
If he only thought there was someone else who wanted me.
Mm-hmm. But who could we get to play straight for you?
That's the trouble.
You know, it might work at that, Tex. Me pretending to be in love with you. At least while Alfie's around.
Yeah, while Alfie's around.
For instance, suppose he caught me kissing you.
Yes. How could we arrange that?
It has to be tonight, doesn't it, huh? Mm-hmm. I may have a good idea for a change. At least it's worth trying. You know that path that Alfie takes from the beach each evening?
Mm-hmm. Marge! Pete! Hey, Pete! I got it. I got it.
What are you talking about?
Sister, your troubles are over. Have I got something for Alfie? A voodoo love potion.
Oh, that's all we need, a love potion.
Oh, Wally, please.
Well, you should see what's going on in the lobby.
Wally, cut it out, will you? You'll only gum things up. We've got a plan. Wally, run up that path, hide behind a bush, and when you see Alfie, whistle.
Like a bird?
Yes.
What kind of a bird?
A cuckoo, scram.
Okay, well, I hope your act goes over.
So do I.
He's still a little hurt because we won't use his love potion.
I have a lot more confidence in that big moon up there.
You and me both.
Help! Help! Let me go! Help! Let me go! Help! Let me go! Help!
That wasn't me. That was a real cuckoo.
Well, don't let it happen again.
Okay. Can I help if there's some real cuckoos around here?
This time, try to be a little more convincing.
No.
Help! Help! Somebody! Help! Come quick! You beast! You beast! Help! Help!
Hold everything, Pete. False alarm.
Oh, he's a great help.
Well, anyway, it's a nice night for rehearsing.
Yeah. Next time, try to put a little more into it.
What, the kiss?
No. Struggle.
Oh, yes.
Take it easy, Bubbles. I'll explain everything later.
You'd better start explaining how I happened to pass out in your shack and wake up in my hotel.
Shh.
You'll pardon my curiosity, but what did you do during the blackout?
Get in.
What's going on here?
Get down.
No, Pete. Please, let me go. Let me go, Pete, please. Help! 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 Pete, let me go!
Keep your hands off this girl. Why should I? Is she anything to you? She's a defenseless woman. Oh, shut up before I clout. Now, don't start anything, Pete.
Alfred, Pete!
Put up your hands. Do you mind?
Oh, Alfred, do be careful.
Thank you.
Alfred, I had no idea you were so powerful.
There was more than brute strength involved in the landing of that uppercut, as it is known among fighting men. My boxing instructor would call it science. You see, in college, I became the lightweight champion. I've kept at it ever since.
Oh, you were magnificent. It did something to me. You'll never know.
Please, let us not become emotional. I'd do as much for any girl in the hands of any ruffian.
Oh.
Watch this, Old Faithful.
Marjorie, you here in the moonlight. You're so beautiful, with a strange new beauty. Darling, I want your heart, your hand, your lips.
What's he doing? Piecework.
Darling, will you marry me? Will you be my wife?
Well, why, yes.
This is the most delirious moment of my life. Come, my dear.
Hey, we gotta find out how that's made and begin bottling it. There's millions in it.
Hey, Pete! Hey, Pete! It worked. I told you it would.
Well, she finally got him.
What a relief.
What's the matter, Pete? Feeling a little sick?
Yeah.
From the punch?
Yeah, that's it. The punch.
What is it now?
I know who she is.
Shh. They're rehearsing.
All right, but I just remembered those legs. The cigarette girl at the White Rose Tavern.
Cigarette girl? My dear sir, that is Miss Marjorie Stewart.
My dear sir, don't argue with me. I know legs. I'd recognized them long ago. If she'd taken off her skirt.
That's quite interesting. Williams, send Miss Stewart a bill at once. And if it isn't paid today, out she goes.
You can't take any chances.
Don't you understand? If Texas gets thrown out of the hotel, Alfie will get wise and she'll lose him. We can't let that happen.
Yeah, but where are we gonna catch us 350 fish before tonight?
At the charity festival, we'll hold a raffle.
You can't take charity money.
Oh, I'll give it back. I'll make it good even if I have to go to work.
Well, it won't be necessary to do that, old boy.
Let's see, 350 tickets at $1 apiece.
Yeah, but what are you gonna raffle?
Secret prize.
You mean, even we don't know what it is?
I know what it is. You know that pin that Bubbles wears? The one with all the diamonds in it?
Yeah? Oh, no, Pete, you can't ask me to do that. Nobody can take that pin away from Bubbles. She's crazy about it. It's the one I gave her the time we got engaged. I paid $400 for it.
How much?
Well, I made the down payment, $20, but she kept up the installments.
Never mind that. You get the pin. Tell her it's just a temporary loan.
Yeah.
Remember, charity begins at home.
Okay, I'll go home with you.
Oh, a wise guy.
Next! Regular.
Oh, I gotta have you.
All right, but hurry up. My wife don't trust me.
I don't know why not.
I'm slipping.
Golly!
Put this on the cuff, will you?
Somebody stole my niece. Somebody stole my pen, too. Hey, you, wait a minute! Come here. What a crook, making love to me so you could steal my pen.
Why, sweetheart, don't you trust me? Why, I'd trust you with my life. I'm gonna give it back to you.
You're darn right you're gonna give it back.
Sure, but not now, tonight. Here, keep this.
What is it?
A raffle. It's for Marjorie. Now, you be at the drawing at 8 o'clock.
For Marjorie?
I knew you'd understand.
We are about to award the secret prize to the lucky winner, so have your tickets handy. At this time, I'd like to thank you one and all for the big-hearted way in which you responded to our appeal. Thanks to your generosity, an orphan is now guaranteed shelter and a happy future. And now, in order to keep this drawing absolutely fair and impartial, I would like some member of the audience to draw the winning number from the bowl. Just anyone at all? Yonder stranger has an honest face. Would you mind assisting me, sir? Yes, you. Right through here. Just step right up here, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Thank you. Now, just a little formality. Excuse me. And now, if you just take your right hand and draw a number from the bowl, please. What's the trouble? It seems the gentleman is left-handed. All right, your left hand, sir. There you are. The winner, 189.
Hey,
Hey, that's me! I got it! Wait a minute! Gangway!
189. Well, well, well. Miss Bubbles Hennessy, the lucky winner. There's your prize. Congratulations, Miss Hennessy.
Oh, thank you. Boy, am I excited. Oh, my... A pin, a beautiful diamond pin. It's just what I've always wanted. Gee, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Well, thank you.
Excuse me, may I see that, please? Why, that's your own pin, isn't it? I'm sure I've seen that half a dozen times.
Have you? I mean, it does look something like the one you know, the one I had, the one that looks like this. I lost it. And then as I thought I lost it, and I spoke to one of the bellboys about losing it, I mean, and are you the bellboy I spoke to?
No, ma'am.
Well, then what are you hanging around here for?
They're looking for you and Miss Stewart. The show is ready to begin.
The show? Oh, you have to excuse me. I gotta hurry. He'll explain everything.
Just a minute. How many tickets did you buy for the raffle?
I didn't buy any. Wally gave me one.
Pete. Pete, let me have that money. Pete, let me have the money. All right. You got it. Not quite. Wally. You must have wanted it pretty badly to steal it from orphans.
Yes, I do need the money pretty badly.
To develop your oyster bed, I suppose.
Yep. Look, Alfie, on the level, I've got to have it. Will you lend it to me?
All right, I'll let you have it now. I'll make it good on one condition. That you promise never again to speak to or associate with my future wife.
Okay. It's all right with me. Anything else?
No. Come, dear.
See something new and unusual in a nightgown?
So would I.
Sweet tuxedo girl you see, queen of all society, fond of fun as fun can be when it's on the strict QT. I'm not too young, I'm not too old, not too timid, not too bold, just the kind you'd like to hold, just the kind for fun, I'm told. Ta-ra-ra-boom-de-ay, 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 ta-ra-ra-boom-de-ay. On my rocking horsey, I once sang a song for Jimmy Darcy. Mr. Darcy, what can that applause be? Why, that's from Mr. Whiteman and Bob Crosby. Mr. Crosby. Dr. Black of NBC could swing a symphony for me. But the most amazing boy I know is the one they call Calypso Joe. A blushing buttity, no sense. Papa says a big expense. The women say I have no sense. The gentlemen say I'm immense. With this song I do conclude, want it strictly understood. Fond of fun, I'm not rude, though not bad, not too good. Ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, da-ray, ta-ra-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray. Ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-boom. Ta-ra-ra-boom, da-re-re. Ta-ra-ra-boom, da-re-re. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-boom,
Well, boy. Find Miss Marjorie Stewart and give this to her, will you, please?
Yes, sir.
And step on it.
How about Alfie's IOU?
IOU? Oh, yes, for the money we borrowed. We'll leave it at the desk, and Alfie will have nothing to worry about.
If you ask me, anybody that gets our IOU is just beginning to find out what worry really is.
Alfred Monroe, IOU, $350. Pete Hamilton, sign it.
Now, wait a minute. If we both sign it, that makes it $700. Couldn't we just give him a we owe you?
No, that wouldn't be right. I'll fix it so we only give him $350.
Sure, because we don't want to get stuck.
I owe you $350. Wally Case, that's better.
Now, do you think Alfie will know it's from both of us?
What difference does it make? Look, I'll give you my IOU for $175, and then you won't be paying the whole $350.
It's getting a little mixed up.
I owe you $175. Sign it.
Somehow this just doesn't feel right to me.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. The way we're doing it now, we're paying him $350 plus $175. That makes, it's too much.
That's right. I'll give you one. I owe you $175. Alfred Monroe.
Oh.
That squares you with Alfie. You understand it now?
Oh, sure.
Then explain it to me.
I broke my watch the other night. I broke my watch 'cause I wound it too tight. I broke my watch round 9:15, so I took it round the corner to a friend of mine. Well, I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. The fuddy-duddy watchmaker at the jewelry store. Oh, I don't know how he shook it, but he shook it. I don't know how he shook it, but he shook it. Don't know how he shook it, but he shook it. He's got it on the beam steadier than ever before. Look at the old man go. He's 103, and that's no lie. Look at the old man go when he raises that glass up to his eye. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Don't know how, but him does it. The fuddy-duddy watchmaker at the jewelry store. He fixed my watch, he fixed it quick. Mighty soon he was making it tick. He made it tick with a beautiful beat.
It ticks out wham-a-ree-bop, a tick-tock.
Woo-wee!
But he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. Don't know how he does it, but he does it. The fuddy-duddy at the jewelry store. Don't know how he does it, don't know how he does it, don't know. Don't know the fuddy-duddy at the jewelry store.
Look at the old man go. He's 103 and maybe more. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. The fuddy-duddy watchmaker at the jewelry store.
Miss Stewart hasn't paid this yet, has she?
No, sir.
Well, then I'll have to ask her for it.
Miss Stewart!
Yes?
Message for you, miss.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
beg your pardon, Miss Stewart. I dislike to intrude. I shan't keep you long. It's in connection with your bill.
My bill?
Yes.
Oh, yes, here.
Oh, thank you.
Please go.
Go? Oh, yes, of course. Yes, thank you.
Hello.
Good night.
Congratulations, Marjorie. You far exceeded my expectations. I've taken the liberty of inviting some of my friends to join us here after the show. And you guess why?
You're announcing our engagement?
No. You see, I must return to New York by steamer tomorrow, so it seems perfectly logical for us to be married tonight.
Tonight?
Yes, I've made all the arrangements. We can spend the night here at the hotel and honeymoon on the trip to New York. Wouldn't you like that?
Alfred, I want you to know how much I appreciate the honor you've done me. It's far greater than you realize because, well, I'm not what you think I am. Until 2 weeks ago, I sold cigarettes in a nightclub. I haven't any money at all. That's why Vesper was here. He was afraid I couldn't pay my hotel bill.
But you did.
No, Pete paid it.
Pete?
I thought I wanted to marry a rich man like you. I thought I wanted a big house with servants and furs and diamonds and a beautiful yacht. But I don't. All I want now is a fellow who would do a thing like this for me.
But it's completely insane. I had no idea you were so emotionally unstable. If I had, You are actually refusing me, aren't you?
I'm sorry.
It's a bit late, I'm afraid, but it occurs to me that I've never told you I love you. Well, I do. You see, I can be emotional, too. In case you change your mind, you can always reach me at 110 Broad Street.
Hello?
Go away, will you, please? I took a lot of money not to speak to you again.
Pete, Alfie knows all about me. I told him.
Are you out of your mind?
I don't want to marry him. I want to marry you.
What put that silly idea in your head?
Why, last night when you kissed me, I thought
I was only putting on an act for Alfie, and it worked.
the only thing that worked on Alfie was a love potion. Do you think I want to carry a flit gun around with me all my married life?
Believe me, you wouldn't be happy here.
Well, I'm willing to try. I don't see why you should be so noble.
Look, you've just got yourself all starry-eyed with this sentimental tropical atmosphere. It hits everyone. You'll get over it.
Like you have.
Certainly. Now listen, you be on that boat when it sails tomorrow morning with Alfie. You won't have to say anything. The minute he sees you, he'll know you've changed your mind.
But I don't want to go back to New York. I want to stay here with you.
That's out.
We've all worked like dogs to get Alfie for you. Now you get on that boat in the morning.
All right. That's the way you feel about it.
Up on the island from which we come, we have a national characteristic which is very strong. Because we put the accent up on the wrong syllable and we sing a tropical song. Up on the island from which we come, the point of interest beside the coconut and the sarong.
I'll give you 3-to-1 Marjorie marries him before the steamer gets to New York.
Can you see her up there?
I can see Alfie, but oh, yeah, there she is. Oh, no, it isn't. Just another redhead.
Well, there she goes.
Yeah, I think Alfie's waving to us. He wants you.
Pete, if I throw something overboard, will you dive for it? My boys do the diving. But this is something special for you. Okay.
Money!
Marjorie has convinced me that your oyster bed is a sound investment. Look, Alfie.
Holy smokes, the $2,000 you needed.
Yeah, but what good is it now? If I'd had it last night, Texas wouldn't have been on that steamer. Now, this money will be in New York before they are.
I have
Bubbles? Bubbles? Oh, Bubbles, darling, I love you so.
There comes later, baby. Come with Mama.
You don't need that with me, darling.